Yeah, the GOAT. Logo threes are back, y'all. Logo threes are back like they never left. Caitlin Clark doing it to him.
All right, here's what started to come out about what really happened behind closed doors at USA basketball training camp. And it's far more revealing than the polished, carefully worded official messaging ever suggested. According to reporter Sabrina, who has since shared detailed behind-the-scenes insight, Caitlin Clark didn't simply attend camp, blend in, and earn her spot the traditional way. She didn't arrive trying to fit neatly into an existing structure or waiting her turn in line.
Caitlin Clark is on fire. Day 3 of Team USA camp. The girl couldn't miss. It was like throwing a rock in the ocean for Caitlin.
Instead, she walked into that gym and fundamentally altered the environment almost immediately. Not with noise, not with bravado, not with ego or theatrics, but with impact. The kind of impact that quietly reshapes hierarchy, attention, and momentum without ever needing to announce itself.
It's like there was one time where she passed it to Hamby and Hamby like brought the ball down. It's like, you can't do that. Like, this is not, you have to keep it up, right?
Straight up, right.
And that matters because this wasn't just any camp. This gym was filled with elite players, Olympic gold medalists, WNBA All-Stars, franchise cornerstones, women who have lived in high-pressure basketball environments their entire lives. Players used to being the focal point wherever they go. Yet according to Sabrina, this week became one of the most uncomfortable and tension-filled stretches anyone in that gym had experienced.
Having to see Caitlin like go at scouting players who were, instructed to play at a FIBA level of physicality was interesting considering how long she's been out and the fact that she's still ramping up injury.
Not because of arguments, not because of chaos or dysfunction, but because the game itself started making decisions faster than people were ready to accept.
Like, so happy to be there and like was individually like telling media members how nice it was just like talk to them again and like that she was just part of the basketball process.
Clark arrived quietly. No fanfare, no dramatic entrance, no cameras tracking her every step. She was friendly, grateful, telling teammates how nice it was just to be back in the gym, to talk, to be part of the basketball process again. Then she went to work.
Just fun to like see the players in a live game situation again, because you think about like Caitlin hasn't played since July 15th,
Yes.
There are 4 sparks of this camp. Their season ended on September 11th, right? So it's been a long time since any of them have really played competitive basketball.
And within minutes of her stepping onto the court, everything shifted. The energy changed in a way that was impossible to miss. If you were paying attention.
You also got a quote out of Sue Bird about her being impressed with Caitlin just being engaged while she was out and getting back to being able to play.
If you were paying attention. Clip 7. Even Sue Bird commented on it, noting how impressed she was with Caitlin's engagement focus.
A little bit about what Caitlin looked like on the court, how much fun she was having, how important it was. And then someone else, Angel Reese on the other side, talking about Chicago. That was the article I was not expecting.
Conversations paused when Clark touched the ball. Drills became sharper, more urgent. The established order, built over years of reputation, resumes, and expectations started to wobble. This wasn't about disrespecting what others had accomplished. It was something more uncomfortable. The realization that the game was starting to organize itself differently. Possessions flowed more cleanly through Clark's reads. Spacing improved when she ran the offense. Tempo elevated when she dictated it. By the final day of camp, one player reportedly walked out early. Not because of injury, not because of a cut, and not because of confrontation, but because it had become clear where the game was going, and it wasn't going through them. That's the detail now drawing real attention. Because this wasn't politics. It wasn't favoritism. It wasn't media hype. It was basketball, selecting its center of gravity in real time.
Caitlin Clark is truly back healthy. The 3-point shot is back. The logo threes are back. And what I really liked about that second one is that was going right.
And that reframes the entire conversation. The question now isn't whether Caitlin Clark belonged at Team USA camp. That feels settled to anyone who watched her control possessions, dictate pace, and elevate collective level play. The real question is more uncomfortable, and it's intimidating. Or were players simply unprepared for what her day-to-day level actually looks like up close? There's a massive difference between knowing someone's reputation and experiencing their presence on the floor every possession, between watching highlights and guarding reads that come half a second faster than you're used to, between respecting talent on film and feeling how little margin for error exists when someone processes a game at that speed. For some players, that's energizing. For others, it's destabilizing. And that's what made this moment so revealing. When the game itself starts choosing who it wants to flow through, there's nothing personal about it. But there's also nowhere to hide. You either adapt and find your place within the new reality, or you're forced to confront that the hierarchy you were comfortable with no longer exists. What happened at that camp wasn't just one player excelling. It was a system being exposed in real time. And once that happens, everyone in the gym has to decide how they're going to respond.